Pace car's pulling off this time, and they will be headed to the green flag. 8 drivers over the next 3 races will fight for the 4 spots to make it to Phoenix with a shot at the championship. A winner today will lock themselves in. Green flag is in the air. Tyler Reddick will lead the field to the green. Didn't get a great push on the bottom lane from William Byron. Logano got a side draft him pretty heavily on the outside as end returns 1 and 2. Couple cars jumping out 3 wide towards the back. Should say nobody was actually able to get 3 wide, although they tried it. Now there's a little bit of 3 wide racing on the back straightaway. And entering into turn number 3, Bubba Wallace shoots the middle between Harrison Burton and Christopher Bell for about 7th place. He clears the 21, but he's still on the outside of the 20 of Bell. First lap at the line was led by Tyler Reddick. Truex has passed Tyler. Oh, Busch is spinning off turn 4, down into the grass on the front stretch. Car bouncing around across the pavement. And the caution flag is out. Bubba Wallace in the wall, into Larson off turn 4, and hooks the 5 on the front stretch, hard into the driver's side door first wall on the outside for Larson. Heavy contact. Christopher Bell is taken out in the wreck as well. Heavy smoke pouring out from his car. Caution is out. And I think Wallace turned Kyle Larson after Larson squeezed Wallace into the wall. And Bell was on the inside 3 wide. Both drivers getting out of their cars. And Bell's trying to limp his car back to pit road. Heavy impact for Larson. Wallace upset with Larson right now. Oh, there's a fight. Jesus. Larson looks like he wants no part of it. Wallace pushing him around. I was going to say, it seemed like Wallace turned Larson on the front stretch after the initial contact. I don't think it was damage from the 23. One of the AMR safety officials with Wallace right now. He was trying to get him to go to the truck. I think Wallace is just going to walk to the infield care center. It's probably better those two aren't going to be in the same truck there after that heated shuffle. Larson was 3 wide on the bottom underneath Harvick and Wallace. Wallace ended up in the middle. I mean, to me, it looked like a racing deal, honestly. Larson did drive it in pretty hard into the corner, which forced Wallace in an uncompromised position. But Wallace, I don't really think I could put the fault on either driver there, honestly. I do put the fault on Bubba Wallace for hooking Larson, and that effectively ended up taking out Christopher Bell, who got clipped in the left rear corner panel by Larson, who came back up the track after the 23 had turned him, or 45 rather, had turned him. Definitely a hard shot there for Larson. Wallace took a hard shot back into the wall the second time after hooking the 5 as well. I think he hooked him and then clipped the grass, and then that's when he lost control. Surprised more cars weren't collected the way they came back across the racetrack the way they did. I'd say the emotions got the best of Wallace both on and off the track there. 4 wide contact down on the bottom between Tyler Reddick and Kyle Busch into the corner. Both cars have to lift as they were 5 wide on entry with 3 cars above them of Cindric, Truex, and Briscoe. The 18 and the 8 lost a lot of time there and a few positions at that. 3 wide now for second between Blaney, Hamlin, and Chastain. And Blaney, who restarted second in line on the bottom, will clear the 1 and the 11. Ford and Toyota up high. Busch will restart 6th. He's back in it after a fast stop as well. Cindric blocking the 48 of Gregson 4 wide towards the back half of the top 10 into turns 1 and 2. Haley down on the inside. 23 of Ty Gibbs in the middle. 9 of Chase Elliott also in the mix back there. Chastain with the lead off turn 2 clears Ryan Blaney, and now Byron to the inside of the 12 car who gets a push from Hamlin into 3. Jones, Logano, Briscoe side by side, contact between the 14 and the 43 down low. Logano's going to get that momentum up on the outside lane, but can't clear either of the 2 race cars underneath him. Chastain out to almost a half a second lead already at the start-finish line as Byron and Blaney are still door-to-door for second. Byron's car bottoming out. He loses the car in the middle of the corner. Into Blaney on the outside. Both cars keep control. They're 4 wide for second off turn 2. One car down to the bottom as Eric Almirola throws a block on Denny Hamlin. And now here comes Kyle Busch. We got a mess going into 3. Bottom of the racetrack. Pit strategy is going to give him the lead on the restart. He gets the push from Eric Almirola in the 10. Briscoe going 3 wide down below his teammate Suarez, making it 4 wide a little bit further behind them into 1 and 2. Haley's going to be easily cleared. Chastain going up high to block Byron. 4 wide contact between Jones and Reddick on the back straightaway as Jones got squeezed with nowhere to go. Loses momentum now, and he'll lose a handful of positions on the outside lane. Almirola had to lift to get out of the track house sandwich he was in between Chastain and Suarez. Loose in 1 and 2, and he's up into the outside wall, and down the track he goes on the back straightaway. Heading for the inside retaining wall, and hard he hits. Caution is out for the 6th time, and Blaney, while battling Logano for second, has crashed off of turn 2. Heavy damage to the right side of the race car, specifically on the right front and the right rear. And it looks like his car's got major suspension damage on both the rear and the front, and that is likely going to end his day. In 3 and 4. Reddick trying to stay in the gas. They nearly make contact. Suarez gets loose. He's around off turn 4. And down into the grass goes Daniel Suarez. Bounces up over the curvature on the inside with the asphalt quarter-mile racetrack down on the bottom. Allmendinger going to the outside of Truex 3 wide. Logano gets blocked by Reddick. Contact down on the apron of the racetrack. 4 wide into turn 1. Reddick and Harvick make contact. Harvick has to hop out of the throttle. Will lose 6 or 7 positions through turns 1 and 2. Still 4 wide at the back with near contact. Now they're 5 wide on the back straightaway entering towards turn 3. Middle of the pack. Ross Chastain made a dive bomb 3 wide move to the inside. He gets by Justin Haley and Chase Briscoe at the front of the field for the lead. Chastain didn't get any stage points in stage 1. He did in stage 2 though. And now he's leading the race. He was my pick to win the race. Logano to the top now. Chastain going to give it to him through 3 and 4. Logano will have the momentum off the exit of the corner. Big run for Joey Logano in the tri-oval. In the draft of Chastain. Chastain not trying to break the draft. Going to the outside to block Logano. Barely did so into turn 1. Logano trying to get to the outside of the 1 while the 1's mirror driving. I don't think Logano's going to appreciate that too much. If he gets to the bumper, the Chastain 1 car, I think he will. Especially that late of a block in the tri-oval. Chastain going up the racetrack again. Logano getting the rotation of the car in the middle of 3 and 4. Closes, but has to lift and almost got the wall off turn 4 himself. Chastain goes to the apron to try and block. I don't think these two are going to make it to the end of the race. Chastain went to the top. They're side by side for the lead. Busch closing. He's on the same tires as Logano. Logano to the apron in the tri-oval. No side drafting going on from Chastain that time. Into 1 and 2. Logano on the bottom of the track. Chastain up high. Busch in 3rd. Off the exit of turn 2. Logano clears high. Chastain with the crossover. Logano now throwing blocks on the back straightaway. Chastain to the top. Logano to the inside as they'll be coming to 2 laps to go this time by. And the checkered flag is in the air, and Joey Logano has won. Chastain is going to hold on to second as he blocks Kyle Busch into the wall off turn 4. Logano is going to Phoenix with a shot at the championship as he has won the South Point 400 at Las Vegas.